The beautiful end of one truth is merely the fragile beginning of another story. Weeks passed since the tea house, yet the memory of the sand timer still resonated in the silence between them. The deep bond, forged in mutual survival, was undeniable, but the relief of remembrance was quickly replaced by the haunting shadow of the past. For her, the recovered memories were fragmented, sharp pieces of glass that flashed in the dark, smoke, a sound that wasn't a crash, and the terrifying, fleeting image of a third presence that night. He watched her struggle, his heart aching. He had saved her life once. Now, he had to save her peace. Their relationship moved beyond courtship, becoming a quiet, desperate exploration. They revisited old maps and archives, piecing together the events surrounding the official report. He spoke softly, guiding her gently through the emotional wreckage, but the more they uncovered, the clearer the dissonance became. She felt a growing conviction, a certainty rising from her bones. The incident was not random. Her terror was not just trauma. It was an echo of a calculated attack. He initially resisted, seeking the logical explanation, but her conviction was a silent, persistent heat. She was ready to confront the whole truth, no matter how cruel. To close the loop, they knew they had to return to the source. They drove out to the abandoned stretch of road the site of the 5-year-old incident. The air was cold, the silence heavy, carrying the weight of the years she had lost and the years he had spent alone. Standing amidst the overgrown grass, the shared memory became crystal clear, flooding both their minds at once. They weren't just victims of fate. They were survivors of a direct conflict. It took an agonizing search through the brush, but she found it. A small, personalized object, scorched and discarded, that definitively did not belong to either of them. The object, a small, intricate jade carving, the exact one glimpsed by her fractured memory, was the evidence they needed. It pointed not to an accident, but to a deliberate act of sabotage, orchestrated by a shadowy figure from their collective past. The fear and denial of the first episode dissolved entirely, replaced by a fierce, shared determination. They were no longer focused on what they lost, but on who took it. He carefully picked up the carving, his gaze meeting hers, no longer haunted but focused. The moment held the promise of great danger, but also profound commitment. They had been brought together by fate, but they would choose to fight the rest of the battle side by side. The past was now a weapon, and they were armed together. The echo of the flame was a call to war, and hand in hand, Li Wei and Zhao Yu walked away from the scene, not towards rest, but towards their destiny.